Hello guys, this is my 1959 Feathercraft boat, and I got it for a steal of a deal, and even without the motor on it, it was worth it. It's a 30 horsepower Johnson 1986, and when I got it, it was not peeing any water, so obviously the water pump needs to be changed. So I started changing off the water pump, took out the lower unit, and this copper water pipe fell. Obviously that's not supposed to happen, and the grommet that's supposed to be right there, this thing, was not there. So I shoved up the tube and the grommet to see if it was working. This is just showing some throttle play that I have to work on in the future. So I tested the motor. Is it peeing? It wasn't as strong as I would have liked though. So we took the boat out, and as we were out there, the biggest concern I had was the fact that this was full throttle. Yeah, as we were out there, obviously the motor was not getting cooled down enough, so there was steam coming out, and it really wasn't running well at all.
Alright, here goes nothing.
So a couple days later I came down, took the power head off.
So there's the midsection aligned in there. It looks like it's not going to come out. That is the whole reason why I took the whole motor apart here and removed the power head and moved the lower unit. So just for this little rubber gasket that I had to get to in order to make the water pump work right. Good morning, guys. It's not 2 in the morning anymore.
So I attempt to start the motor. Doesn't seem to want to start. Starts to putter a little bit. Dies. I attempt again. Nothing and nothing. At this point I'm feeling very discouraged. Then there's absolutely
sputtered
nothing.
for a tiny bit. And now I just don't know, so.
So the next day, feeling more determined. Starts right up. Here's a different angle. And it's actually peeing. And the peeing gets stronger as the motor runs longer. As you can see in this clip here. But that little backfire type thing, I don't know, I'm not a mechanic. Wasn't too sure about it.
Alright, so I'm trying to adjust the throttle cable on this outboard, and y'all told me disconnect it, turn the prop in neutral, then slowly shift into first gear, and then back it back halfway, and then reconnect the throttle cable, and that would get it. At least that's what I've understood. But while I disconnected this, before I even started anything, I was messing around with this, just, you know, seeing how things work and stuff, and I pushed it all the way open, and I looked at the carb, and it wasn't all the way open. So my thought was, I saw this little screw right there. Now, if I push this down to get it all the way open, at the point at which I hold that down, there's a little bit of a gap there. So do I adjust that? Because this is all the way open and there's no way to get it any further.
So I adjusted it, and this is in full throttle now. It's all the way open, which is good. And now, when I pull it back, it's closed off again, which is what it should be at least. So I tried starting it up. Died on me. Tried it again. So I'm going to try it one more time. You see that smoke at the top with the fuel hose? Kapoof. Smoke. Yup. I messed up.
Huh. Alright, so I don't know what to do.
So as the mechanic I am, I adjusted a couple things and started it. A little hiccup there. And there. And now I'm shifting it into first. The transition is alright in this clip. Trying different throttles. Seeing what works, what doesn't. First gear, neutral, shifting it back into both. Almost sputters out and dies on me when I'm shifting. So I went to Texas and came back and it wouldn't start. So I sprayed some starter fluid in this next clip. Got it running. But now it won't pee. Which is the whole reason why I replaced the water pump and that copper bracket and the rubber gasket. That's why it's smoking.
So I decided, why not? We're gonna try and take the carb off of this motor. We're cleaning this carburetor. So that will be happening. We've got the kit here, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so I just pulled off the carburetor, and inside is this stuff.
Lots of gunk.
Looks to be a little bit of residue built up there. Stuck this screw back in here, sprayed some more
There's
carb cleaner
a bunch
in there,
of junk.
and hopefully I can get it all worked out.
When we're in the water.
Maybe that's why it wasn't running on the top end. I don't know. The camera's not really picking it up, but it was really clogged in there. Like a lot. Alright, just cleaned it out. I'm pretty sure that's about as good as it's gonna get for now. I cleaned it out really good. Down in there I can't get much better. So I think we're just gonna go with that. This crack, I don't know if that's gonna affect anything or not. In the carburetor itself, obviously it's not supposed to have a crack.
What do you guys think?
And it does. But yeah.
So that is my adventures with my boat so far. I really got a great deal on this boat. Even if I completely disregarded the motor and bought a new one, it would be worth the price that I paid for it. I'm trying to figure out with wiring and carburetor and water pump and sputtering out and smoking whether or not it's really investment that I want to put into this motor. I do have a second motor that is in a different state at my grandparents' house that I can use for parts or maybe even get fixing up. I just have to get it to my house in Maryland, so we'll see how that'll go. But if you guys have any suggestions or ideas for things that I can be working on, or things that you think are problems that I need to be fixing, let me know, because I absolutely have no idea what I'm doing. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk with you later. Bye. And the motor in Vermont, the CE30 RLCOA, that one, I was wondering if the parts are going to be compatible with my motor currently. And this motor is sitting with 2-cycle oil in the cylinders and hasn't been run in years and has to be put back together. So that's why I was wondering if the parts would fit. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, and let me know what I can be doing differently. Thanks. Bye.